Liberal leader Justin Trudeau is stumping in Newfoundland today, and he's promising more money for parents of infants.
We are going to increase the Canada Child Benefit by 15% if you have kids under the age of 1. That means getting up to $1,000 more on top of what you're already receiving. And to give people more money up front, we're making maternity and parental benefits tax exempt at source. You'll get every dollar right when you need it, since no taxes will be taken off the EI check when new parents receive it.
Let's turn now to CTV's Glen McGregor, who is traveling with the Liberal leader this morning. Hi there, Glen. Tell us more about Trudeau's childcare announcement.
Well, Marcia, good time to be a parent, new parent, or considering having a family, because you have both parties, the Conservatives and the Liberals, throwing lots of money at you, or promising to do so anyway. The Liberals here are really just trying to outflank the Conservatives on their previous promise, that is to make those parental and maternal benefits under the EI system tax-free. The Conservative plan would do it when you file your income tax, you would get a refundable tax credit back. But with the Liberal plan, they're saying they would actually do it right at source. That means that when you get your check from the employment insurance program, there is no federal income tax deducted, but there would be presumably provincial taxes that they would still have to deduct. So it's not exactly as promised. And he also announced this plan today that would extend 15 weeks of EI leave to adoptive parents who currently qualify for parental leave under EI, but not for maternity leave. So this is going to help them a little bit. It works out to about $7,000 per family over the course of their leave. Pricing on this, $1.2 billion, the Liberals say, though they haven't actually tested those numbers with the parliamentary budget officer. We'll see if that holds up. But their other plan, though, much grander plan, and there's no figures attached to this, is to guarantee all parents a basic income through a guaranteed family benefit, even if they don't qualify for employment insurance. That would be people who aren't working, who aren't paying into EI for whatever reason, that they could still get a benefit. That wouldn't begin until 2021. That's a big ticket item. We don't know how much ultimately that will cost, and the Liberals are so far not saying. But clearly, this is a target audience that both the Conservatives and the Liberals are actively pursuing here, Marcia.
For sure. Okay. It's worth noting that the Prime Minister took questions for the second day in a row. We know that he's been facing criticism about not being accessible to the media. And he was asked about a variety of things, including the security concerns regarding the arrest of a senior RCMP official. What did he say about that? And can you also mention the fact that he was heckled today at that event?
Yeah, he was not giving a whole lot of information about this arrest of this senior RCMP officer, or civilian rather. There's obviously concern right through the top levels of government about what kind of information may have come out on this. And Trudeau has a little bit of an out on this. He can claim both this is a case before the courts and also say that it's a security matter and he can't get into it. Yes, he was not so much heckled, but a woman here came and went up to the microphone that the media used and sort of barged in and started asking him about having men in prison who could potentially jeopardize the safety of other prisoners. She was not entirely clear, but we think she was talking about transgender inmates, male to female transgender, who may be incarcerated with other women, and whether or not that would put women in prison at risk. The Prime Minister said that is a decision that he leaves to the Correctional Service of Canada. Doesn't get involved in those kinds of operational decisions, but it did kind of throw the press conference off a little bit, and delayed what is a short amount of time we have to get to ask the Prime Minister questions. I tell you, Marcia, the pace of this campaign is very high. We barely have time to get our questions in after he makes a new announcement, and then we're off to another location for another event, another photo op, and then on and on and on. So he's trying to move very, very quickly, see as many places he can, especially here in Atlantic Canada. This is a region Liberals did very well in 2015, and they want to make sure they hold on to it in order to maintain government.
Yeah, I smile when you say on and on and on. Where are you going now? Where are you going next, Glen?
We're getting on the airplane and flying over to Charlottetown, and we're going to Lawrence Macaulay's family farm. He's is a current cabinet minister in the Liberal government, so he's going to be hosting the 4 Liberal candidates on Prince Edward Island.
All right, Glenn, thanks so much. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.